we go. So this is the final dish. And what we have here right now is, describe please.
Basically, what I'm doing was a play on collard greens. I like California's vegetables because they're super fresh.
Okay.
So I got 3 bunches of collard greens, took the stems out, julienne them into like small ribbons like you would with basil. You know how you chiffonade basil?
Okay.
Chiffonade your collard greens so they cook quickly. Saute them, a little olive oil, throw in some garlic, shallot, red onion. Taste as you go. You're building your palate. You're trying to make it your way. The greens get tender very quickly.
Okay.
And collard greens in my community that I grew up in could boil with ham hock or smoked turkey for a couple of hours to the point where even a baby with no teeth could chew them.
Okay.
I like these because these have a nice chew. They've got a great mouthfeel. They've got that strong chlorophyll, earthy goodness that makes you feel like, look, I might have eaten potato chips and french fries all weekend, but I'm getting back to my plan by eating something healthy and green. And collard greens can do that in less than 30 minutes.
Okay, I just learned that beautiful tip that you just gave.
With that, we pan-seared some sockeye salmon,
Okay.
brown butter, which means you do it on a very low temperature to allow your butter to brown.
Ah.
Throw in some garlic, throw in some aromatics
Okay.
to help flavor that brown butter nuttiness.
Okay.
Sockeye is a super flavorful, high in protein and essential vitamins.
Okay.
And I had a couple of shrimp on hand, so I said, what the fuck, why not just throw in a couple
Got it.
shrimp and shrimp, salmon, and collard greens.
Voila.
Our appetizer was heirloom baby carrots,
Okay.
cut on a bias, roasted with just salt and pepper and olive oil for about 20 minutes until they're tender.
Cool.
Easy peasy meal.
Very easy. Okay, now one last question before we enjoy the food. All right, so the last question is, tell us about something that people don't know about you that, kind of neat, kind of surprising, kind of cool that we would not expect.
Something people don't know about me.
Yeah, anything that comes to your mind. Stuff that might, I don't know.
I have a chronic illness.
What?
I learned that Grant Atkins suffered from, he's a super amazing chef, gastronomic, culinary genius who trained under Chef Thomas Keller here in Yachtville. He, at one point in his career, suffered from cancer.
Okay.
So have I. I survived 2 rounds of cancer, and when I was first diagnosed, I was in a completely different field. I was an executive sales marketing director for a CEO level media publication. I was very good at it, but I hated it.
Why? It's different
I've
environment.
had
Pressure?
no, it wasn't pressure. It was the idea of selling something that really to me was worthless.
Okay.
If you're only talking to other CEOs, okay, so you're only talking to other CEOs. It wasn't until I was in the hospital, unable to do that career anymore because I'm undergoing cancer treatments, waking up one morning because the pain medication I was being given allowed you to have very vivid dreams. I think one of the medications was Dilaudid or morphine. I woke up from a dream in which I dreamt I was crawling on the floor from my hospital bed looking for soy sauce.
Wow.
I wanted soy sauce to go on to some imaginary fried rice that I was dying for because I've been in the hospital for 3 weeks and I wanted some food that just tasted really good.
Okay.
And I wasn't getting good food in the hospital. I woke up from that dream and I said to myself, if what you really want, Kevin, is more meals with people, something you have to change something. And I asked myself, if I'm good at something I hate doing, how bad can I be at something I really love doing? And it didn't register And I knew I didn't know if my body would react to the stem cell transplant negatively or positively, but I pleaded and I asked, the highest power that I call my God, if I make it, do you think I can? I'm going to try to do something that I really love to do. Because the worst thing that could happen would be that I end up back in this hospital going through this all over again. My worst day out of this hospital will be better than my worst day in this hospital. So I started to feel fearless a little bit. Understand what I mean?
Yes.
I still had fear, but there was nothing left to lose. I would rather choose pursuing a dream on faith than being comfortable with a safety net.
Got it.
That's not living. That's not interacting with people. That's not communing. And to me, food is communion. When people take the wafer and the wine in church, that's a one day a week that you do. To me, every day you sit down at this table and you make food, I am spiritually taking a break, mentally, emotionally, taking a break and recharging my body with nourishment. Everyone on this planet eats and poops. This is the greatest act of communion to me on the planet. And I wanted to have more opportunities to do that. And maybe have some dialogue, talk about social issues, create solutions, because we all eat. We all need a place in nourishment that gives us the strength to go out and live.
Very cool. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
think we
Thank
can.
you. It's been a really pleasure meeting you. I'm really glad we had a chance to explore this beautiful home called California.
That's right.
You know.